Kobe Sportswear, Canadian owned and manufacturer of high quality sports apparel and sold locally by Nova Trophy. Now located in Bears Lake and celebrating 40 years of service. Stop by today to get your team dressed in Kobe's best.
John Moore with Jordy McKenna, just back from school, from Wesminister Prep, and now back with the Dartmouth Bandits. Back into the East Coast Junior Lacrosse League, and only a few games under your belt so far here, Jordan, but tell me a little bit about the past year stateside, because you're a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, so I'm down at Wesminister Prep School playing hockey and lacrosse there, so I'm keeping my options open, seeing what is the best route to take, and we'll see where it takes us.
Yeah, two sports, they cross over well, lacrosse and hockey. You were a Moosehead pick. Is that still a possibility? Is that something which still is considered an option?
Well, if it pops up, I mean, it's always an option, but I think for right now I'm going to stick with the college route.
Well, let's talk about the Dartmouth Bandits and your return. They're off to a tremendous start as it is, and now you're in the lineup as well. Tell me a little bit about the success that you've had with this sport and what you hope to accomplish this year.
Yeah, I mean, this year just looking to win another championship with the Bandits. You know, we've won the past 2 years, so coming back this year, I just want to make an impact and win this league again.
Why have you had the success you've had? Obviously last year I got a chance to watch you in the championship game, but why is this franchise and why have you had so much success?
I think it just comes down to hard work, putting in the hours when people aren't watching, practicing hard, playing even harder.
All right, well, tell me about this season. Some have suggested you're perhaps the most dangerous player in the league, in the entire league. What goals do you have? Obviously, we talked about team goal, championship, but personally, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm just always obviously looking to put up some points, but really just working hard every night, making sure my teammates are also getting lots of opportunities. I mean, guys like Brett and Penny, you got to work well with them because they're a big part of the team.
Tell me about your game. Why? Describe yourself as you see yourself on the floor. Here you are a year later now, and obviously even more effective.
Yeah, so just a hard-working guy, crafty inside, like to set up my teammates a lot, look to dish the ball first and then shoot second.
Got to ask you how much hockey, we're talking about the crossover, hockey, lacrosse, just how much hockey has benefited lacrosse and vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, they really reciprocate each other. I mean, a lot of skills you learn in hockey, it translates onto the floor in lacrosse and vice versa. It's huge.
Is he the best player in this East Coast Junior Lacrosse League?
If he's not the best, he's up there. In my opinion, I think he is, yeah. You know, he's a special player. You don't get a lot of players like that come around often. You know, I watched Jordy grow up playing because we're both from Dartmouth, so he's a really special guy out there.
What makes him so special?
It's just like he knows the game inside and out. Like it's kind of like a Gretzky thing. Like he knows where to be. He's in the right spots, you know. He's like a dual threat player. Like he can shoot, he can score, he catches the ball, he can throw the ball, he'll see you. Like he's just really good overall player.
What makes him so dangerous? Like what is it about him? What does he possess that makes him such a dangerous player on the floor?
He's got a really high lacrosse IQ. He understands the game, he understands sports really well. And he keeps his feet moving at all times. So he's a very hard-working player. He's always active out there, gets himself open and creates opportunities for himself as well as the other players.
You know, what might his lacrosse future hold?
Sky's the limit for this guy. Like I said, he's a multi-sport athlete, so he's got a couple options out there. Professional is definitely within his realm if that's the road he takes. But yeah, I'll back him in anything he wants to do there.
Perhaps pro is in his future, but if he wants to get to that level, what part of his game or what parts of his game does he need to continue to work at?
I think it's an ongoing process, right? You got to continue to improve every day in this sport because everyone else is doing that at the top level. So he's on the right track. He's just got to keep following his feet and keep doing what he's doing.
And as you say, pro is perhaps how quickly might that come if he wants it?
I'd say within 5 years, if that's his goal, he's going to have to make some sacrifices and commitments as you have to do at that level. But he's got the talent and he's got the connections to make it happen.